Here is why just teach them the correct anatomical names for their body parts is not sufficient to protect your child from abuse. As a person who researches this stuff, who wrote a book about parenting, teaching your kids the anatomical names for their body parts is good. It's good for destigmatizing bodies. It's good for development. It's good for helping you identify if your child is already being abused. But that alone does not protect them sufficiently from the abuse in the first place. It just helps you prevent the abuse from being perpetual, which is important. But protecting kids from abuse is much more about allowing them to question grown-ups. Many of us who grew up in the 80s and 90s were taught that when a grown-up, when an authority figure in our life said jump, you just jumped. You didn't ask questions, you didn't push back, you just did whatever it is that they told you to do without hesitation. And if you didn't, you usually received some form of punishment. I'm just going to tell this to you straight. If a predator comes in contact with your child, they are not going to start with predatory actions. They are going to start by seeing if your child is unquestioningly compliant. Because what predators are looking for are kids that are easily controlled. In fact, the only child who is more at risk than a kid who is totally and completely compliant to every authority figure in their life is a kid who is identified as not having adequate adult support. So number one, be present, listen to your kids, be around. And number two, teach them that they can push back. Because if your abuse prevention focuses on how your child's going to identify and tell you about the abuse after it's already occurred, that is not enough.